What's going on, guys? Another day of doing flex. I'm headed to the warehouse. Just left my place about a few minutes ago, and I did pick up a 2 to 5 3-hour block. No longer seeing these 4-hour blocks. It's terrible. I'm not enjoying it. But hey, it is work, and I'm getting paid for it. So I guess I have to take, the bright side of things. There was a question in one of the videos, maybe like 2 or 3 videos ago, and asked me how my life has changed since I started doing these gigs as an independent contractor. And I want to answer that question because not a lot of people know I had a 9-to-5 job before doing Postmates, and then also doing flex. But before Postmates, I worked in customer service, retail, sales, stock, merchandising for 10 years. It started when I was a senior, so 17, 18, and I got my first job at Meyer Frank at the time. And during that time when I was there, Macy's bought them out, and then that whole transition, I was there. But did that for a few months, and then worked at Ross, and then also worked, while I was working at Ross, I was with seasonal because I had school. And then what else did I do? I also did Safeway as a home delivery stock. So I wasn't the one actually doing the deliveries. The Safeway by the place I was living at started doing the home delivery, where customers order food online, and then they have sales associates, like 4 or 5 of them, that pick up the items from the grocery store. So they go to aisle and pick up the items. And that's what I did for a couple of months. I didn't really enjoy it because it was a really bad graveyard shift. It wasn't really graveyard shift, but it was really early in the morning, and that messed up my sleep schedule, and I wasn't having it. So I quit maybe within 2 months of doing that, and then I went back to Ross for a few months just for seasonal, and then what else did I do? I also worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. That was my longest stint. It was about 3 years at Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was sales, cashier, stocking. I did everything, and that was fun. But while I was at Dick's Sporting Goods, I just wasn't enjoying it. Like it got old quick. Maybe within the first year, I enjoyed it because I had a lot of coworkers that I talked to, hung out with outside of work, and that was fun. But then a lot of my coworkers found other jobs. They moved on from Dick's Sporting Goods, and there were a lot of new associates, and it just wasn't the same. So I can't blame my coworkers leaving, but the atmosphere, the new management, the new store manager, the new supervisors, and then also the fact that I didn't enjoy going to work. Like the night of, I was like, man, I do not want to go to work tomorrow, and I would dread it. Like it was bad. So I called in a few times, and then I just wasn't enjoying it, and I really got tired of the 9-to-5. But also at the same time, when I was at Dick's Sporting Goods, I also worked at Nike Employee Store, and that really ruined the work environment, I guess, for me. Not the environment, but just the way I was going about, like going to work. Nike is a great company. It's one of the biggest companies. But the store I was working at, the employee store, is one of the hardest stores to get into, even if you're a Nike employee. But I was able to get in with references, and also the coworker at Dick's Sporting Goods got a job at Nike, and he was there for a while. He was able to say some good words for me, and I was able to work, get the job at Nike. only stayed there for a couple of months. I wasn't enjoying it. I have a lot of bad things to say about Nike, but I figured I wouldn't say it right now. I'm good. I'm not gonna say I don't want to ruin anything. But some people were cool, but the higher ups, they just treated their employees like dirt. That's the best way to say it. They treat you like dirt, and they also have favorites. And I wasn't having it. So put my 2 weeks, quit Nike, and then within a few weeks, I quit Dick's Sporting Goods. And I told myself I would not do sales anymore because I was done with it. For 10 years that I did sales, customer service, I wanted something different. And right as I quit, I went on Craigslist, and I believe that month when I was on, Postmates launched in Portland. So I immediately signed up. There was an ad on Craigslist that said, you can make up to, 25, 30 an hour. And I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. And since I'm using my car and I could work my own schedule, be my own boss as an independent contractor, it sounded too good to be true. And you know what? I made the right choice. So yeah, so many things changed, but I found something that I really enjoy. Sorry for the white balance. The sun is just beaming. But I found something I enjoyed, and I don't think I'm gonna look back because I really enjoy being an independent contractor. My own schedule. I can sleep whenever. I can wake up whenever. I can work whenever. If I need money, I can just go on Postmates and just make a couple $100 if I really need to. But yeah, I'm thankful for the opportunity I got with Postmates, and I'm still on that Postmates grind if I need that money, and as well as Flex. So a lot has changed within the 10 years that I've worked since my first job all the way to now. I love it. I love being my own boss, being my own, setting my own schedule. I just love that. So if you guys are not having a great, not enjoying your 9 to 5 or whatever 6 to 8 hour shifts a day, part-time, full-time, do something different. I honestly, at first I was like, man, maybe what if I don't get enough money to do Postmates? But once you get your feet wet and go in and start working, like for example, my first delivery with Postmates, my first ever delivery, I was nervous. I accepted the first request I got, and that was Arby's. And I was like, they're probably not gonna tip me. It's a $6 food order, and he tipped me $10. Like it was 10 and some change. I think it was like 10, 20, 10, 30. And I was just like, wow, like that delivery, delivery took 15, 20 minutes, and I got paid with tip $20, $21. And I was just like, wow. If this was my first delivery, I could see this going well. And yeah, ever since then, I was just like excited to do work. I'm excited to go online, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like I'm enjoying it. I love this freedom. I don't have to request time off. If I want to go on vacation, I could go on vacation right now if I wanted to. So that's the awesome thing. The number one thing about what I love as an independent contractor is the freedom. The freedom to set your own schedule, to go on vacations, to do whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's just the freedom. And the money you're making, like you're making a lot. For example, for me, I'm making more money doing these gigs than a 9 to 5 job. So I don't want this video to go on and on, but I just wanted to answer that question I got, and it's a really good question, like how my life changed. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. Sorry it was, over 10 minutes long, but let me know in the comments below if you have any other questions, and I will try to answer as best as I can, and maybe I'll make a video like this with some good questions. So feel free again to leave comments below, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I have a package that is coming today, so maybe I'll do unboxing. So we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.